Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fortress Comic News, episode 442. I am one of your hosts, Chris, alongside my co-host, your Mike.
Hello.
Welcome back, Mike.
Thanks. I'm in and out. Like the Spot, the lovely villain from Spider-Man, everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
I blink in and blink out. We have a guest, Ben Morrow's on the show today. Have a little chat with him, and
Cool chat. Dude did concept work for Halo, for a bunch of Neil Blomkamp movies,
amazing.
Dope conversation.
That's so awesome. Now, I didn't get to talk about it the last couple of weeks because I haven't seen you, but I did go to the Spider-Man pre-release for Magic the Gathering. I will say it's hilarious. All the stuff's tanking in price. So if anybody is a comic book fan and wants any of these cards, give it like one more month.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be super cheap. It's not a good sign when I went there the night of pre-release, and my card shop had opened a bunch of packs, and they had the special comic book arts like that actually reference the original artists. So I'm going to show off the few that I got here. I got the one of the Spot. I got the death of Ben there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the Sinister Six one. I love that art.
That's
but
amazing.
They actually, so Eric Larson and Walt Simonson, so they're doing like the colorists, the inkers, the line artists, so it's really cool. They're actually referencing those on the cards. Really neat stuff.
Yeah, I saw they announced a bunch of good stuff this weekend too.
Yeah.
And it's all hilarious.
Yeah, it's all universes beyond. So we talked about how, Magic has become something else, and that was, people are a lot complaining. So I'll say this, the best cards at pre-release were City Pigeon, which is just a New York City pigeon. That's in Magic. The other one was called Guy in a Chair. It was this guy. I know, it's one of the characters from Spider-Man that calls the shots for Spider-Man, the guy in the chair. But, so there was one point where I was playing a game where I was like, okay, I play my guy in the chair, and the person across from me is like, I play Taxi Driver. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? This is Magic the Gathering. So it's crazy. It's created a lot of waves, and I will say the turnout has definitely dropped for this set. So,
Yeah, you had the gamers for the Final Fantasy,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not really sure how the Office is going to work, but I do kind of want a Recyclops card.
Yeah, that they added some. We're getting all the video game. The PlayStation drop with all the video game. There's Last of Us. There's Kratos.
Yeah,
there's
Jin Sakai and who was the other one they did?
Oh, the Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's Jin Sakai.
Yeah, Jin Sakai and it was like the robotic wasteland. The girl with the dreadlocks.
Yeah, and I'm zoning on her name, and it pisses me off because it's like one of my favorite PlayStation games.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. So that's cool.
Those will do good. Not sure about the Furby ones.
Yeah, the Furby ones are something weird. Some of my friends that play Magic are excited for them. So
some of them are nightmare fuel.
Yeah, some of them are nightmare fuel. There's Furby cards now, and everybody's like wondering, like, what the hell is this? This is all Hasbro properties, folks. So Magic is getting flooded until they kill the game, pretty much. So next year they announced Star Trek, which I'm cool with Star Trek. They announced a Hobbit expansion. We already did Lord of the Rings, but we didn't do Hobbit.
Makes sense.
That's fine. Now it's Avengers Heroes, or Marvel Heroes. So
Superheroes.
So it's all the superheroes, which is like, guys, we don't need a Marvel set every year in Magic the Gathering.
They're going to do it, though.
They're going to do it.
Yeah.
I think they might slow it down. We'll see. Because they only came out with one Infinity Stone in this set. And so my thought is, oh my god, they're going to do 6 sets. If they release like the next 5 in this next set, then they're like, okay, that means they're done with Marvel for a while.
I feel like the plan was to do 6 sets and
yeah. So we'll see. But anyways, if you like Marvel, there's a lot of collectible cards, really cool art. Wait like a month before you buy them. So that's what I'll say.
I feel like before we jump into news, me and you have talked behind the scenes, and I guess we should tell the audience that Mike's going to be in every other week.
Yeah, it's my new schedule, folks.
Yeah, so
pop it in and out.
Yeah, moving forward with the show, it looks like every other week you're going to get a news segment. And then on the off weeks, it'll just be an interview with me.
Okay.
So
what actually everybody wants to hear is the interview. Oh, thank God we don't need to hear.
It's sad to see less Mike, but
yeah,
it'll be. I've wanted to do more long form interviews, so it'll be interesting to kind of head down that path a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, I mean it's been a long time with everybody, and we'll probably move to some celebration point where we hit a milestone, and we'll talk about that in the future. But
yeah, see where it goes.
Yeah. So let's just jump to the news because I think we both read quite a bit of comics, and I will say having every other week helps me catch up on my comics. It gives me more time, that's for sure. So TV news, folks. Before we even got to see Daredevil Born Again Season 2, we announced Season 3. So, I mean, we like this first season. I think they must like the second season, right? So why not?
Yeah, it makes me think that they're happy with Season 2 and they liked what Season 1 did. So, hey, let's get more of it. It's interesting because we'll talk later about something that resurfaced, but it also goes against them doing less TV, less streaming. I'm for it, like more Daredevil everywhere all the time. Give it to me. I have to see what Season 2 is, but I was happy with Season 1, so you're muted.
Weird. I don't know. I mean, and it ended on a cliffhanger too, right? So it's like...
Yeah, because Season 1 was set up to be 2 seasons. Well, that whole story was set up to be 2 seasons.
Yeah, it seemed like they split it right at an abrupt time. And so I'm guessing they kind of finished off filming 2 and 3 together.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting.
All right, let's talk about Peacemaker, because this week's episode was, I think, it is crazy to have James Gunn so, like, vocal, talking with fans and stuff. He did say this is the start of, like, the fuck episodes. I think we have 2 more after this one.
And I think, I don't know if you disagree with me, and I thought for a while, like, I thought episode 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time we talked was episode 3.
Right.
4 and 5, I was kind of like,
yeah,
on.
They weren't that great, yeah. It was more
so I was having this inner monologue, like trying to figure it out, and I was like, is it that I hyped myself up for Earth X?
And it's
like,
not going to be Earth
Is that
X?
what it was?
Yeah.
And it's no, like, I went back and watched them, like, nothing really happens in those. They're kind of just, like, moving the plot along a little bit.
And they're only 30-minute episodes, too, so it's like...
Yeah.
They're not, like... But no, I felt that. I was like, okay, this is kind of dragging on. I want to get to the reveal. And then we had the reveal. So, yeah, those 2 episodes were almost like Dragon Ball Z filler episodes. But
go on the island.
Yeah. But then we had Michael Rooker get ripped apart by bald eagles, so that was really awesome. Really enjoyed that. But this episode, okay, so, like, first off, the Lex Luthor crossover.
Yes.
Awesome. I don't know if I didn't know who they were going to be talking to up until they revealed him. No idea.
So when they said they were going to Rikers to talk to, or whatever, the prison to talk to somebody, I was like, because it could have been like James Gunn said prior to this releasing, like everything with Peacemaker releasing, he's like, listen, this is what's canon. It's Superman, everything after it, and if we reference it in Peacemaker, it's canon.
Right.
So, the Suicide Squad is now canon because they've referenced it a few times.
Yeah.
Certain characters have become canon because they've referenced them. So I'm like, it could be anybody.
That's true.
Really. Like, he could have... I think it'd be funny if it was like Margot Robbie or something.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have fit what they were trying to do with the plot.
No, it would have really funny, though.
But... It's funny, like, how obvious it was going to be Lex, but at the same time, I'm just like, who could it be?
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, yeah, he needs his help with the stupid portals. I didn't see that coming. The reveal when she's like, you can see the slow buildup of, like, oh, she's going for a walk by herself in the neighborhood, and then, like, he slams on the brakes, and it's like, oh, here we go. That was crazy. So,
as soon as she went on the walk, I knew that our theory about Earth X was right.
Yeah, and then the vigilante meeting himself was crazy, but then when he was like, no, like, Peacemaker's my sworn enemy, dude. Like he's actually like a resistance fighter on this Earth, and then you get the reveal of the American flag, which was awesome because the American flag's just hanging, so you don't see it. Like it just looks like an American flag, and then they hold it out and it has the swastika. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy.
It's insane, and I felt like I was happy with how they revealed it. I liked the reveal. It was all, but it also was all like exactly how I had built it up in my mind. Like it's gonna be her that goes out and is caught being, black in Earth X, and it's going to be his brother or his father that's the one that kind of is the crusp of like, this is a racist country at this point.
Yeah.
And that it's going to be the whole crew trying to get out of Earth X at that point.
Yeah.
I did like Hardcore's little thing at the end where she just looks at Chris and is just like, oh, this is your perfect world?
Yeah,
after he's holding up the swastika.
This is your perfect Earth? Yeah, great. I do like, I mean, on a non-action note, like their whole argument and dialogue together was actually pretty good. Like they got some acting chops, and just because she's James Gunn's wife, I don't know how much that affected her casting, but she's actually pretty good in the show.
Yeah, it was great. For the first time since episode 3, like I am super looking forward to the next episode to see like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you think so? I think they said there was going to be a cameo at some point, and that's now Lex.
Yeah.
Do you think at this point like Superman's going to show up in Earth X?
I don't know if it's going to be Superman or Supergirl. I don't know, because we could get like a Nazi Supergirl too.
I almost want, like, they're gonna change the costume.
Yeah, they are, for sure.
Because I wonder if the actor would be okay with all black and red Superman costume with a giant SS on the chest.
Yeah, I don't know. And like those crazy like Nazi boots. We'll have to find out. I would hope that I mean, think about it, Chris. Superman, the actor for Superman is not a big name where they have to pay him a lot of money right away. So they could have had this in his contract.
Maybe. Yeah. I hope they do it. Like it would just be such a stunning image.
Yeah.
And be such a nerd moment for me. Because like when we got that issue of Multiversity on Earth X.
Yeah.
And there's Superman with the, in the SS costume, and there's Batman in his costume, and there's Wonder Woman in hers, and I'm like, holy fuck, like it's a striking image,
right? And
it just makes you think, like, nature versus nurture kind of argument.
And it means we could like visit this timeline again.
Yeah,
dude, it'd be so awesome. And I think, I don't know, I feel like he's got to be in it. I feel like he'd have too much fun playing it. Like, why not do that?
Yeah, and I just, as much as I love when Marvel does multiverse stuff, and I think they do it well, DC has more memorable Earths. Mm-hmm. They have Earth 2, they have Earth X, they have Earth 3, so on. Ones where you can really pinpoint, like, oh, this is the Earth where everyone's a vampire, and this is the Earth. So I think they do a better job of that, and they can have more fun with the multiverse stuff.
And aren't the freedom fighters? Well, he called the somebody was part of the Vigilante was part of the what do they call them?
Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty, right?
Yeah.
But like, what if we get some of those characters, like some of those heroes, or even like some of the freedom fighters heroes?
Yeah, because you could have Uncle Sam and
you could have the
All-Star Squadron.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So we didn't even think about that. We're just thinking about villains, but like,
I feel like that could be a down the line thing if we come back to Earth X.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if they did it in this. Yeah.
I mean, we had Earth X in the CW verse, but they can actually go full bore. This is a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like
they had a different view of it because Earth X, James Gunn's version of Earth X seems more like it's because he pulled that whole thing of it looks like everyday America, and it was eagle-eyed people. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't even catch it in first watch that were like, there's no people of color in the background.
Yeah, it's just white people everywhere.
But it looks like, everyday America. But there's something sinister bubbling at the bottom. And I think that was definitely a statement that James Gunn's good at doing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he could do something unique with it, which would be really great.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I'm really I can't wait for the next 2 episodes.
Yes.
And that, dude, all the shows start at once. Can I just complain for a minute here? I have so many, and all the reality TV, like Survivor started up, and Only Murders is what I watch on Hulu. But the Alien just wrapped up. I will say this: I watched it. Amazing. The ending, they stuck the landing. They made me want more for season 2, and some of the new aliens they introduce are just so interesting. And we see a lot of the xenomorph. We see a lot of the xenomorph in the jungle and bright daylight, not just on a ship, with darkness everywhere. So, it's a really cool ending. I didn't expect it to go the way it did. Of the synths kind of ending up on top, and the humans are kind of the villains. So, it's a really cool dynamic that they set up for season 2.
Yeah, I think when Peacemaker's over, I'm gonna watch that all the way through.
Yeah,
because I didn't even start Marvel Zombies, and that started this week.
Shit, that starts. See what I'm saying? Everything starts right now, Chris. Oh my god.
So as all my other shows were ending,
yeah,
my new shows are starting.
Yeah, I have to watch that next too.
I think I'll try to find time for Alien Earth here in the next week or two.
Okay, Gen V season 2's out. I will complain that Amazon's commercials are fucking atrocious, but I think they've gotten longer, and there's a shitty thing that happens if you go to rewind, that it brings you back to the commercial, and you have to watch all 2 to 3 minutes again. I'm like, guys, come on, this is atrocious. But first 4 episodes, I'd say, the first 3 established where we are, started to add a little bit of new characters towards the third. I think they handled the death of the actor, the best way they could.
Yeah, I was reading the thing too that when that happened, the creators of the show they had written 6 episodes, and then he unfortunately passes, and they literally had to throw it away and restart, and that's part of the reason why it's been so long in between, because they had to restart the whole production.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I thought it was handled really well.
Yeah. I think the characters are all in interesting positions. We have the rebellion starting at the school between the Supes and the humans, and the Supes that despise humans. We find out that Odessa is Marie's powers, and she is Odessa, the secret weapon that was made. I like the villain in this season. What do they call him? Cypher, yeah. I think he's interesting, and he actually played a villain in that vampire show that came out a few years ago. He's really good actor, I think.
He's been the bright spot of the whole, the brightest spot of the whole thing, because he's so good.
He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
And Midnight Mass was the one he did where he played a priest, and he was really freaking good. Yeah, I think it's been great, and I'm interested to see, because we're starting to see, because they say, Mario, you're gonna be able to take out Homelander, and then kind of the last episode we see her. Well, we get the Cypher's reveal of powers, right? We think he doesn't have powers, then he does have powers, and from what I got out of this last episode, his powers are the same as Marie's, bloodbending. That's what I think.
So, here's gonna be my prediction.
Yeah.
They found the person in the hyperbaric chamber.
Yep.
It's all burnt to a crisp. I think that's Cypher. So I think the guy we know as Cypher is human, and that's why they were unable to detect any V in his blood.
Oh, okay.
And he is controlling this, and he's just so powerful that he can control this guy from a distance and then still use his powers.
Oh, shit.
I think that's going to be the big reveal for the season. But I'll say as a whole, 4 episodes, really good. I could nitpick a little bit, but I'm not going to, because I really liked it. And I will say, it's when you turn on the first episode and it starts the way it did, with so much blood and so just visceral images.
Yeah.
They quickly bring you back to oh yeah, we're watching a boys show.
Yeah, right. We're watching the boys show.
Yeah, it's the boys.
Yeah.
So that took a moment where I was like, oh god, I am watching the boys. I gotta remember that.
You gotta remember that. The college party stuff has been really fun with the Deep. I thought those.
The cameos have been better this year,
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah,
like the deep one was great.
Yeah, and like the Starlight one was alright too. Like that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, just getting the main cast back was great.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm interested to see more. I think I don't think it's like any filler by all means. I think it's a good step for the next season. You finished Twisted Metal?
Yeah, so I finished Twisted Metal a few weeks back. I'll just say real quick, like it's a good season. It ends and there's definitely gonna be a third. I think it's interesting that they just did a quick tournament and then like tournament lasted like 3, maybe 4 episodes.
Oh man.
And then quickly got away from it. I'll just be interested to where they take it. But yeah, it's if you like season 1, you like season 2. It's the same amount of action, same amount of jokiness, same amount of everything.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got about halfway through the first season. I was really liking it. I just then all my shows got dumped on me. But I don't think anybody wants to hear about Great British Bake Off this season, even though I'm loving it. Matt Reeves talked about Batman Part 2 for Movie News, and he stated in a recent interview that the villain has never really been done in a movie before. Who could it be? Technically, well, I mean, Court of Owls and like Talon.
Yeah.
Or like Hush, Court of Owls. I mean, we kind of set up the Court of Owls, I think, between the Penguin show and...
Court of Owls is the obvious choice. Hush, I think you need to build more mythos around.
Yeah.
Like, Hush could be the third movie if they keep setting it up, if they were setting it up.
Long Halloween, Calendar Man?
I mean, I was thinking Killer Croc. Have they done Killer Croc in a movie?
No. Well, Killer Croc was in Suicide Squad, the first one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, but if they did... I like the idea of Killer Croc because now the city is flooded. So now you're Killer Croc's on home turf.
That's crazy.
And I know a lot of people are going Mr. Freeze, but that wouldn't fit in
It's
the
already
Never
been done
Done
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just never really been done. So there's like wiggle room in that comment. But
yeah. I don't know. Putting Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, that's done for me, dude. Like,
yeah, like Mr. Freeze has been done. It's so obvious. And I would love to see him do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would root for Killer Croc personally. But Court of Owls, I will not complain about. That'd be phenomenal.
You could do a couple. I mean, you could have Killer Croc as an issue with the city, and then, why not?
If you go traditional superhero movie, fair. First movie, you got the one villain.
Yeah. Second movie, you get
Second movie, you get 2 villains.
Sprinkled here and there.
And then third movie, you lose the plot and you go 3 villains.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and you lose everybody's interest.
Yes. And then you have a dancing Spider-Man.
Yeah. So, quick little aside. Survivor started this week or last week too. So I'm watching Survivor. One of the contestants is a producer for Marvel movies on the show, and we're in the 49th season of Survivor. Everybody always lies about what they do, and to dumb it down, he's produced like all the big Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
But to dumb it down, he goes, "Yeah, I work in Hollywood. I've worked on like some small stuff here and there. Then I worked on a Marvel movie." And he was like, "Which one?" And he was like, "Well, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2," and like you could tell nobody really cared. Except for there was one guy in the tribe that was like, "Oh my god, Sam Raimi Spider-Man!" Oh, and that would have been me because I was sitting there like, "Oh my god, Sam Raimi, that's the best." What do you mean? This is the best Spider-Man? And he was like, "Yeah, see, he's like, I kind of dulled it down so nobody would get a reaction." I was like, that wouldn't have worked because he didn't want people to think he's like some bigwig that's just I don't know, that can like manipulate people. Kind of thing.
The undercover boss.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, but. Sam Raimi Spider-Man would have been good enough for me, dude. That's all I need to hear. But yeah, I think it has to be Court of Owls, right? Like,
yeah, like I said, I think that's the obvious choice. So
I would love to see that. I mean, think about the Gotham that he set up, the Batman that he set up. Court of Owls fits. I think like a Killer Croc fits. We're kind of due for a. He hasn't hit that point, which like. Nolan never really did either. Of like, are we going to see a realistic? Well, Nolan kept it more grounded in real life, where like we haven't seen that divide yet in his Batman. We haven't seen like that pushing to like, is it a little like science fiction?
Yeah, it's definitely more grounded of a world
Yeah.
because you made the Riddler into a terrorist.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So yeah, how they handle that will be interesting. But yeah, at the end of the day, just don't do Joker. Like,
Just don't do Joker.
just please.
If he says the shit and we get a Joker, I'm like, come on, dude.
Like, if you want to do Joker in the third movie, okay, I'll accept it.
Yeah, whatever. Have fun.
But yeah, let's give Joker some breathing room. And I would personally like Court of Owls. How you would handle that in like a more grounded, realistic way. Because, I mean, they don't have to be resurrected
Right.
undead.
Yeah.
They could just be like special ops or Navy SEALs or that style of whatever. So we'll see.
I think it's a good choice. So, Kevin Feige resurfaced an interview of his roundtable discussion he had with some journalists as some interesting facts about the future of the MCU. The big ones that are after the Secret Wars, the MCU will reset. The studio has plans to recast Iron Man, Captain America, and they want to do less streaming shows and not introduce characters in these shows that would lead to future films. Okay, so here we see we're getting the big reset. Interesting times.
Yeah, so a few things I would just like to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
The less streaming shows.
I agree with that.
I agree with that, and also actions speak louder than words, so stop announcing so many streaming shows, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
It down.
I've been saying forever that I think you can recast any of these characters, and they should. So, I think personally, the two of the big things that are the problem with the modern MCU is that the characters we fell in love with over years are now gone. They had their swan song. So in a lot of people's eyes, Endgame was the end of the MCU, and I don't blame them. And they are blaming the introduction of characters like Miss Marvel in shows for why the movies failed. There might be some of that. It's also, I saw these movies, they're not good. That's another big part of it. I just think there's a lot of blame to go around, and the idea of just kind of hitting the reset, maybe letting the post-Secret Wars MCU be a soft reboot where the X-Men, the Fantastic Four are the face of the MCU for a little bit, and then recast Iron Man, recast Cap, do a little bit more. It could come back is what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, what it really counts on is I think Fantastic Four was really good. So keep doing good movies.
Yeah, keep doing that.
And that'll be it. And I'll say, too, they also blame Captain America's faults on the fact that Falcon got the suit in the show. So they're like, well, people are confused on why he's Captain America now. Okay. I mean, I enjoyed that movie for what it was, but a lot of people disagree with me. So I think just, at the end of the day, make good movies and people will come.
Yeah. And, I mean, even with this whole, movie trailer that we got for Mandalorian and Grogu, I've already had some discussions like that. That's the title they went with, because there's gonna be people that are like, I've already talked to, they're like, Mandalorian and Grogu, like, what's going on here? It's like, yeah, that's been a TV show for quite a few years now.
In that particular case, I think that was a mistake.
Especially seeing the trailer just felt like a couple episodes of it.
So personally, as somebody that followed The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
my initial reaction is this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I didn't say it was going to be bad. I just said the trailer to me feels like another season.
I do think it's going to bomb at the box office, though, because
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of people that didn't watch 3-4 seasons of a show to get up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah. But I do think, like, less shows, slow things down. I mean, Disney's doing the same thing Magic's doing. They're putting out too many. They're like, oh, this did great. Let's put out more and more and more until people get sick. Then we got to dial it all back. Like, or just they don't have time to consume all this stuff.
What Disney needs to realize, and I think they're starting to, I mean, we just talked about Alien Earth. They have so many IPs now.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep going to Marvel and Star. Listen, I'll be there for all of it, but
Yeah,
you
right.
don't have to go to Marvel and Star Wars all the time.
Right.
You can do an Alien show, and maybe not give it to Hulu, maybe give it to fucking Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You can do whatever, a Predator stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could do I mean, how many freaking studios they own? There's so many.
I know.
Do Willow correctly, maybe. Figure something out. Hell, you've got, I mean, partner with Square Enix. You've got Kingdom Hearts. Do a Kingdom Hearts show.
Oh,
man. Animated probably, but
still,
there's so much more they could do than depend on these two universes to be the bulk of their stuff. They could do like a couple and make them events. I think if you made like 2 MCU shows and 2 Star Wars shows a year, and then had the movies coming out alongside those, then it's more of an event. There's gaps in between. Where right now it's literally an MCU show ends, a Star Wars show begins.
Yeah,
that one ends, an MCU show begins. Like, I'm in a constant.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm here for it, but I know so many people aren't here for it. So
it's a lot for some people.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So we'll see how that goes moving forward, and I mean, yeah, I do agree. Fantastic Four was good, so focus more on that stuff, like good standalone movies. It's like characters we haven't seen, and it'll be okay if they recast. It's gonna be fine. Got some comic news to go through here. Read quite a few comics. New York Comic-Con right around the corner.
Yeah, and I think to go with what we talked about at the beginning of the show, moving forward, I'm going to focus less on everything being talked about in the show, and try to focus on what interests us a little bit more.
I like that.
Yeah, so more positive talk when we're going through the news moving forward, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into comics to escape what's going on. That's why comics, if you ever did this, folks, comics are just like the perfect amount of size if you hold it up to your face to like block all your peripheral vision.
Blocks away the world. Listen.
It's great.
I no longer exist.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, oh, great. Oh, I can't wait to talk about that book. All right, Marvel announced that with Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 5, they'll introduce origin boxes to the 616 universe. They state that this will lay the groundwork for new stories, heroes, and villains in 2026. That's interesting. So
those that don't know, the origin boxes are when they introduced new Ultimate Universe. Tony Stark went around with these origin boxes and gave them to people and said, "This year, like Peter Parker, you're supposed to be Spider-Man. Here's all of Spider-Man's powers in a box." And it was a goofy way to get there, but it got like all the heroes back.
It's the Deus Ex Machina of like here's comic book science in a box. There you go.
And there's a bunch because there's people that no longer are in the universe because they're either dead or they're this or that. So there's a bunch of boxes sitting around that they didn't do anything with. So it seems like they're going to bring those over to the 616. There's a lot of talk about the Ultimate Universe possibly ending. That like Endgame is their end game, and we won't have that line anymore. I mean, if it's done well, I'm good either way. But this could be a way for them to keep that lineage going and make new characters, but with similar power sets, and not in the way they did in the past, where they have to hand down Thor's mantle to someone else. So it could be interesting. We'll just have to see. I want to read it. I want to see what they're going to do, and I'll just be interested to see how they move forward with it.
Yeah. I think a new jumping on point is always good too. It is just funny that they look like mother boxes.
Yeah, they do.
I love it. It's just fun when this type of stuff happens.
It's funny to me when you look throughout, like there's always the back and forth between Marvel and DC.
It's just awesome.
Because as much as we love the Ultimate or the Absolute Universe,
it's
literally them copying the Ultimate Universe and saying, "We got our big villain create a universe too."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, look at this! Whoa!"
And you can go back for decades. Who knows who started it? But I love that history of the two companies kind of knocking boots back and forth. You know.
Yep. Marvel announced the following Age of Revelation X-Men event. There will be 5 X-Men titles coming back. I think it's funny. Someone was probably like, "Yes, I finally got a little break with the X-Men books." Bam! Shotgun blast. 5 books.
Go ahead and finish. I got thoughts on that.
Uncanny X-Men and X-Men will continue their previous numbering, while Wolverine, Cyclops, and Wade Wilson, Deadpool all get new number 1s. perfect.
I took this as a win, Mike, because we went from 24 X-Men comics to 5.
Somebody was listening to our podcast the last couple of years, I think.
I have a feeling that when they started this new X-Men line, the number stated, nobody's reading all this shit. So you got to keep the line trim. It makes sense. Who are the 3 biggest, most popular X characters? Mm-hmm. Wolverine, Deadpool, probably Cyclops to be 3rd. I guess you could probably make an argument, but
Cyclops getting his own book's cool.
Yeah, so it won't pull me in, but
no.
I'm glad that they're trimming the line back down and doing this. I'll be interested to see who comes from this Age of Revelations, because somebody's coming over.
Yeah, we'll
but
see.
It won't suck me in on any of them.
Marvel announced that following the One World Under Doom event, there will be a one-shot called The Will of Doom from writer Chip Zdarsky and artist Cafu that will set up the event to follow. Alright, so we just finished one event right into another. Long live Doom in The Will of Doom. As the Fantastic Four deal with the fallout from One World Under Doom, they're faced with big questions, a surprising new global menace. Will the White House have their backs? Will the Red Hulk? The next stage of the Marvel Universe starts here. Also, that Chip Zdarsky's Captain America series will return to present day with issue number 6 and deal with the aftermath of One World Under Doom. So we're getting more Doom events. I honestly haven't kept up with the One World Under Doom because I have so many books to read, but I'll probably read the event when it's all done.
I have enjoyed it, but it seems that there's a theory going around that Doom's going to die at the end.
Oh, okay.
Which would be very interesting if they pulled that off. But it looks like, if you remember that Captain America group where it's like Captain France and Captain Baguette and Captain fucking whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
That team is going to go into Latveria to liberate Latveria from what's going on in One World Under Doom, which would make sense. If Doom's dead, then Latveria is in crisis, and America does what America does and sets up new democracy.
Hell yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I'll read all this. I'm loving the new Captain America book. It seems like if Chip's writing this one shot, then it's going to lead into whatever he's doing. It would be really funny if they gave Chip a new Captain America book and then immediately gave him a new event book to do down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all sounds cool. I'm enjoying One World Under Doom.
It's going to be good. So yeah. Maybe I'll just catch up on that and read this event book by Chip. DC Comics announced they're teaming up with Global Comics. All of DC Comics will be available to purchase day and date moving forward, and for Global Comics Gold members, there will be over 10,000 DC Comics available to read. There we go. That's a nice step in the right direction, I think.
I was hesitant about Global Comics. I wasn't sure if they could pull off what they wanted to do, which was to be the next Comixology.
Yep.
I'm here now saying that I was wrong. That's what they are. They have everybody but Marvel at this point. I'm sure there's a few smaller companies they don't have, but when you have DC, you have Image. You're the new standard. Marvel will eventually come over. Everybody else will eventually come over. And I think it's a really cool package. It's like $7 a month or something like that. So maybe $70 for the year for gold, and you get a ton of free books.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I've been seeing, I think the indie crowd was smart to jump on board of it early, because now they're there and established when people jump on board. Follow them further. We'll see. I want to see what their policy is, though, because the one thing is, Comixology, I don't know if you remember this, but they had always, they still have a thing where you can download all the stuff you bought DRM free. So even if you're really want to make sure you always have your comics, you can download the DRM PDF and save it somewhere. I don't know if Global Comics does that or not. So if they don't, they need to today get that on board. But that'll kind of be one of the big changing points, I think, for them, for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's been a while since we had somebody going up against Comixology after they kind of ruined their platform.
Yeah, we really didn't have a competitor. Yeah. Now we have a real competitor.
Yep.
Yeah.
DC Comics has announced that Batman #1 has sold over 500,000 copies in its first month. It's going back for a second printing with some nice covers. Chris and I will talk about the book, but I think, I mean, right now I would say that there was a need for an iconic standalone Batman book that wasn't part of the Hush timeline, but yeah, that's a pretty big deal. 500,000 copies is a lot.
I think what this shows is everybody who complains about new number ones from Marvel.
Yeah,
And I know Marvel's the main culprit of this. All the people who complain about it. Do you want to know why they do it?
that's why.
Right there.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that every book is going to do this. Like, you're not going to get Booster Gold number one. It's going to sell 500,000 copies. I'm sorry, Mike.
no, it won't.
There is a reason why they do new number ones, and this is the reason. Because the big names, and even the small names, get bigger numbers on new number one, as opposed to the 147. This book would not have been as big if it followed the numbering of the recent line after Chip and Hush. But good for them, because I thought it was a good first issue. I know I think I talked about it a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good book, so
check it out.
Good for them.
And go buy, make it 600,000. Vault Comics announced that Barbaric's returning with a new series titled Barbaric, The Long Death, from writer Michael Morecci, artist Nathan Gooden, who didn't think we'd come back. Well, I thought we would. Hell yeah, Barbaric loves you, and he's giving you his heart in the form of a long death. As we promised, we're back with Barbaric. He's giving you his heart in the form of a long death. Our heroes slaughter their way ever closer to the answers for their big questions. Owen learns all about his curse. Soren learns about her curse. Axe gets drunk. The consequences are barbaric. How can a man sworn to do good do so much violence? Hell yeah. We love this
I'm
book.
so excited.
And I think this might be the end of Barbaric, from what it sounds like.
I wonder if, this is the final chapter.
Yeah, which is fine with me. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, because that last batch of books, I remember they announced, like, that was Vault's big push, was like, we're going to do a ton of Barbaric stuff, and it's going to cross over with Deathstalker, and I wonder if Moreci and crew were like, we did too much. We flooded the market. While I still really enjoyed it, and I still recommend all those books to people, I think they did flood the market a little bit. Like, they should have calmed down. So maybe this is the end of his, and he's just like, let's just do an ending to this and move on from it. As long as he wants to do Barbaric, though, I'm here for it, because I just love that book.
I know.
Like, if they do end it, I'm going to be going back and rereading it soon, because that's a great series.
It'd be nice to go back through and read it all.
Yeah.
I do love that book. Mad Cave Studios announced a new series titled Cyberarchy from writer Matt Hardy and artist Clark Bint. Ash is a newly born, quote-unquote, robotic life form created as the newest denizen of space liner run solely by mechanical life. As Ash's creator, a robot called Russ, explains that mechanical life and artificial intelligence on the ship decided they no longer served the human crew. In its place arose a cyberarchy, a more efficient mechanical society, hell yeah. But Ash soon realizes that it's not. Well, this cyberarchy is a fractured society with a secret hidden at the heart of it all. And one day, we'll pit organic life against robots. Sounds kind of interesting. I do like the art that they showed off.
Yeah, I think the designs and the art are cool.
Yeah.
And I look forward to a guidebook into our future.
Yeah, I was like, this is when the machines rise up and take us over. Yeah. A little scary.
All this kind of stuff, so I'm here.
Yeah, it sounds
here
really
for
dope.
it.
Yep. Image Comics announced that the return of The Darkness this December. Yeah, that was a pretty big reveal. With a new number one from writer Mark Silvestri and artist Ed Beans. The story once again follows Jackie Estacado, a mafia hitman who inherits a terrifying gift on his 21st birthday, an elemental force known as the Darkness, which grants him dominion over creatures from another realm. A supernatural force wages war over reality itself. Jackie must navigate a brutal conflict where good and evil are anything but clear. Whether readers have followed Jackie from the beginning or entering the shadows for the first time, there's no better moment to embrace the darkness. Yeah, I never read The Darkness, Chris.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Want to know where I found The Darkness for the first time? Was the Xbox 360 video game.
I was going to say the video game, right? Yeah. That's all I know about.
I was wondering, because I thought maybe you were a Darkness fan, and we never talked about it.
I've only ever known about the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, maybe one day I'll check it out, but with so much going on. I just can't see myself, especially jumping in here. I'm the type that would want to jump in at the
Read
actual
everything.
number one.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Read forward.
I agree. Image announced that Brian K. Vaughan and Nico Hendichon's Substack comic Spectators is available in print for the first time, released last Wednesday. It's set hundreds of years in the future. New York City is haunted by many ghosts, including a voyeuristic woman who died in our present day, and a mysterious gun-toting man from the distant past. Normally solo travelers, these two specters meet each other just in time to observe what might be the end of the living world. Yeah, I'm a big Brian K. Vaughan fan. I think the art's kind of neat, the art style here, and yeah, I might check this out.
I think this is one of those I'll put on the pile of like I'll read one day.
Yeah, it'll happen one day.
Yeah, because nothing in there really pulls to me other than Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, so I'll catch it on its 10th anniversary or something like that. But it's cool. Like, he did this thing for Substack. I think the kind of Substack era of making comics on that platform has gone away. I haven't heard as much about it.
Yeah.
So we're kind of seeing the last couple come out. I could be wrong. I'm not as like ingrained in that community. So, but it sounds cool. It sounds interesting. If you're a Brian K. Vaughan fan, check it out. New comics from him.
Yeah.
It's like almost 400 pages, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a bit.
So it's a big, big book.
My browser here has decided to freeze, but I do know I have the page pulled up. Oni Press announced that we're getting the last installment of the Rick and Morty series, The End. So that's, I know there's been a lot of books. It's a new one shot that's going to end the series. We've had a lot of cool crossovers and stuff like that, but yeah, I guess they're finally wrapping things up.
So this is coming out in December, and I think that's an important month.
Okay.
Because that could mean the end of the licensing.
Right, and I think that's...
And I believe it's 10 years of Rick and Morty comics.
Okay.
So I think while Oni Press may have decided, hey, it's not worth the license anymore, we want to move on from it, I wouldn't be shocked if we get an announcement next couple months, kind of like we did with... we didn't really get it with Transformers because Robert Kirkman's a madman. I love him for it. But kind of like we would have with Transformers when that license left IDW, that somebody else has picked up Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
IDW, maybe?
I could see that happening.
I can't really think of anyone else who would do it. Maybe somebody who really wants to make a name for themselves, like a Scout level, but I don't see Scout doing it either. I don't see Mad Cave doing it. It just doesn't feel like they're... Maybe if they really want to just pick up something they can make some money off of, but it doesn't feel like it fits within their catalog.
No, I don't think so.
And the only other thing I think of is that it is a Warner property. Maybe DC takes it on?
Yeah, if DC took it on, that would actually be kind of crazy, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we're about to have New York Comic Con in a few weeks here. One of the panels there is Vertigo. I don't know if they fit in Vertigo, but who knows?
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty at Vertigo. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean they've done stuff like this with like the Hanna-Barbera stuff, with the DC banner. I just can't really think of anyone else because I don't think Dynamite would do it. I mean, Dynamite would, but could they? Is my question. There's questions, and I feel like we're gonna get more Rick and Morty comics. It's just the end for Oni Press.
Yeah, I think whoever they go to, they're gonna make a lot of money off them. And like you said, I think the timing is kind of interesting. I'm
gonna be shocked if it's the end because I just watched the last season, finished it.
Yeah, me too.
And it's obvious that they're doing more of that.
Right. Yeah.
And they obviously feel like they have something that's can continue on, at least in the show. So why would they in the comic?
Yeah. No, I agree. All right, Chris, let's talk about what we read. Quite a bit of stuff.
So I'll just say this. I got nothing new because I actually didn't have time to go to the comic shop this week.
Okay.
All my stuff is like a week or two old.
So let's talk about what the older stuff you got here.
Do you want me to start this time?
Well, I was just going to say, I did start reading Six Gun Omnibus.
Okay.
I think since volume 1 of the omnibus, I got to like the end of the first story arc where they like kill the big bad,
Yes.
and they all kind of like establish where they are now. I do like all the characters. I think it's really cool. Haven't really seen anything about the Six Guns yet, so
I think right after that is where it hooked me. So
yeah,
get into the second story arc,
right.
and they'll explain a lot about Six Guns.
Yeah, it was good though. I liked all the characters interacting with each other.
That's how I felt. I thought it was good, and I'm like, I'm enjoying this, but I don't get the big deal. And then volume 2, I'm like, oh, okay, and I couldn't put it down.
I'll talk about. Let me just go down the list here. This is from the last couple weeks too. Deadpool, Batman #1. You want to just talk about that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Where the Deadpool Batman story might have been my least favorite in the series.
Well, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I was disappointed by this.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Even did you not like the? I think okay. So I put in here the Daredevil Green Arrow story was probably my favorite. That was my favorite by Kevin Smith.
Yes.
I think that was hands down my favorite out of because it was Deadpool Batman #1, but we got all these other books wrapped up in there.
So let's go through the Deadpool Batman story. I'm just reminded of why I don't like Deadpool. I just don't think he's a good character.
Also, so let me say, I do think it's interesting with the whole Joker thing. I don't like Capullo's art when it's so polished. That's what really threw me off. It wasn't the same. Whoever was inking the art, it looks like
it doesn't have as much of the lines that Capullo likes to use.
There's not as many lines this time, which you could tell still is Capullo, but it's like it took a little away from it.
Who is doing his inks now?
Does it say?
Tim Townsend. So the inker he had at DC was different. I forget his name now, but we interviewed him at one point.
Yeah, we did.
But it's not Tim Townsend. I'll say that. So yeah, it's a different inker.
Yeah, Batman story is okay with the Joker. I mean, it involved the Joker, so immediately I was kind of like,
The Captain America Wonder Woman story was good, but it was too much of like Chip trying to tell a heartfelt story and less like a what if these two met.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I like that story.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I kind of want these crossovers to be its own, almost like its own universe.
Yeah, to have some more meaningful. Yeah, because all the stories just felt like throwaways, kind of.
Jeff and Crypto, I didn't like. It was fun, but
yeah, I didn't even write that one in my.
It was okay.
I didn't care.
Daredevil and Green Arrow was the best, and the moment. So first, I love classic Green Arrow with the punching bag arrow stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah!
And when they cut away and they're walking away, and it's Jack Murdoch's punching bag or a punching glove. I love that. Rocket Raccoon and Green Lantern I thought sucked. Yeah, I really didn't like it.
I thought it was funny, but I was like, it didn't. I mean, it was just like all these one shots are just like goofy, But
Old Man Logan, Dark Knight Returns. I will pull myself away from this one because I didn't think it was good.
Yeah.
But there was like the geek side of me that's like, oh, I love Dark Knight Returns, and
right.
But it wasn't good.
No, I put it was okay, and it was okay in the fact that like you said, if it wasn't Dark Knight Returns, I would have been like, this is a bunch of mush.
If it wasn't Dark Knight Returns, then wasn't Frank
Wolverine,
doing it.
Yeah, right. So I totally agree there. Yeah.
Logo, on the other side.
Logo.
I loved.
I forgot about Logo. Logo was awesome. Yeah.
Because they didn't, and I think the big part of this is that there wasn't a big announcement about Logo.
Yeah.
So I didn't know they were doing amalgam stuff. And here we are with an amalgam book.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Now they've done a Wolverine amalgam book before, so it was a little bit, but I don't care. It was awesome. Yeah. Stagman doing the art for that was
really sick.
So great.
The art was really good for that.
So overall, I thought as a whole, I was disappointed, but
yeah, we'll see.
I'm glad it happened. I hope we get more.
Yeah,
I want more.
Let's get more of that stuff.
Yeah. I think in the future, do less backup stories. I mean, DC's already doing it.
Yeah.
But in your next books, do less backup stories. Focus more on telling a one-shot on one story, and make that the crux of the book, as opposed to like half a book and then these one shots or like 4-page stories.
Yeah, I agree. Space Ghost number 2. We meet Eclipse in this book, who's basically a Catwoman of Space Ghost's past, and she can like bend light. They get in trouble with the mob and release this giant like space beast that they have to defeat. And Eclipse defeats it by like giving up her powers. And then she leaves them stranded, steals their spaceship. So that's where we leave off. I thought it was good. We're getting into the more of like we're getting into the rhythm of things with the next arc of Space Ghost. So, Absolute Flash number 7. The Rogues find Wally, but after they capture him, they decide not to go back to Thawne, who has Wally's dad. It's Wally's dad is locked up right now. There's a cool fight with Weather Wizard because the Rogues have like escaped from their cells, and Weather Wizard is like this dude that's like he's causing like this storm on the side of the continent, and like throughout the whole episode, the whole issue, you're like, oh fuck, it's gonna be Weather Wizard, oh fuck, and like because they're like fighting each other, and there's all these lightning bolts hitting everywhere, and then like Weather Wizard shows up, and he's like pissed off, and he basically looks like Gandalf or some shit with like this wizard staff. Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum number 2. This book is insane.
Oh, real quick, I read this.
Yeah.
And you were in the back of my head the whole time. And
yeah.
You can explain why, because you know exactly why.
Dude, Chris is... I was reading this like, damn, this is so cool. It was a crazy issue. We get a kaiju Superman fight. This book, we're 2 issues in, and this is like the best Superman shit I've read. I do love the art. I love the art. I think it's like got that all-star Superman feel, dude, of like crazy stories, crazy sci-fi of what Superman should be. Like embrace the sci-fi. The Cobalt Kryptonite makes him super big, and they have to stop him from like ruining the city. So he tries to go to the city and explain to them what's going on. Just like Superman's like, no, I'll just tell the citizens like it's gonna be fine. I'm just getting huge. They use this speckled kryptonite to shrink him after Luthor hits him with red kryptonite when he's like giant to start destroying the city. And then they release Chemo from prison to fight him, the giant radioactive cancerous blob. And he ends up drinking him because he's attacking the city. Superman can't get cancer, obviously. It's very sci-fi wacky shit.
Mm-hmm. It feels very 50s, 60s Superman.
Yeah, it does. And he drinks the liquid, he turns into a kid, we don't know why, because all these crazy chemical interactions, and that's where the issue ends, and I'm like, damn, this is so much fun. I love the series. I think it's so much fun. And like you said, that wacky, like, old school sci-fi, that's exactly what it feels like. The shit they were just doing in comics just because they could do it in comics.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice number 3. The Justice League's kind of going around trying to gather people up, but then they kind of end up at Zod for a big fight, and we find out the person that was like encased in energy, who I thought was the Lightning or the Joaquin Thunder. It was actually Jay Garrick, locked up by Luthor, like in the Speed Force. So they're like, you can choose to like become a human. It was like they did the law of entropy of like you can't like know position and time at the same time. So they're like, you need to make a choice of like you can become grounded, or you could stay like this. He was basically stuck in like the Speed Force, like running infinitely. So that was pretty cool. So he gets him out of there, and they're all gonna fight Zod, I'm sure. Action 1090. Superboy gets caught in this trap with the army, gets put under arrest. Lana Lang gets back, and Clark thinks they're going on a date, and she's actually obsessed with Superman, so she doesn't shut up about Superman. And Captain Comet hasn't been back to school, so we know he's been working with the army and was probably part of the reason he got captured. Absolute Batman number 12. Batman gets back to Gotham. He's pretty fucked up. Yeah. This book's wild. We get to see what Bane did to mutilate him and basically created his whole rogues gallery. He's like going through the hospital. We see what he did to Penguin. He like snapped his legs and shit. The Riddler's got like half his brain all fucked up. It's crazy. It's insane. And then we finally get to reveal Catwoman in this world, and she shows up to hopefully help, we think.
I mean, we would hope.
We would hope, but her design was really sick too. Yeah.
Yeah, we also see Killer Croc, and we know now it seemed like it was almost a dream sequence where he became like infected with Venom. Batman, that is.
Yeah.
And we see in this that he is infected with Venom. Dude, Penguin, like that roughed me up, man. That image.
I was like, damn, that's really messed up because they did him dirty.
It's interesting to make Bane the center of the Bat universe.
But I'm loving it.
It's great.
Yeah.
And this is the page I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
I love
yeah.
Dude, Alfred with a minigun?
With a minigun. Yeah, I did not have that on my checklist, on my bingo card for Absolute Batman. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, yeah. Oh, I love this book. Great cover, too. Just amazing cover.
Yeah, the amazing cover. This book's been really good. Aquaman number 9.
Oh, yes.
Mara presumably dead. Aquaman gets everybody home, and he decides, I need to leave the Watchtower. We got this Justice League Blue now. I don't need you guys, kind of thing. I should be in the water protecting people. Atlantis looks like it's destroyed, but then when they go by, they see that there might be people there that we just can't see them, like it's an illusion, and that Mara is still alive. Or she's like outside of time or something, so that was kind of interesting at the end of the issue.
I like Aquaman using his newly found water powers to use the shaver.
Oh yeah, yeah, very, very, very useful.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what. I mean, obviously we'll get the answer next issue, but what happened with Atlantis here? I think it's gonna be some sort of like weird magic thing that's not entirely true because his daughter's an adult,
right?
But then you see Mara holding the daughter.
Yeah, so something's going on, unless his daughter's like some witch or something. Yeah,
unless the daughter got transformed. There's so many things that could have happened. It could also be a way for DC to have their cake and eat it too. Have the baby daughter and have the adult daughter.
Yeah, just have two. Godzilla number 2. The creatures in the first issue that we find that can like suck the kaiju power, the humans try to use them as like a weapon. They bring it out into the ocean, but then they get attacked by these pirates as they're going out there, and the pirates have like power too, and the leeches like break out of the ship that they're on, and Godzilla senses that and starts to show up. So they're like fighting the pirates on the ocean, and then like Godzilla's coming, and these leeches are out in the ocean too, and there's going to be like a big fight. So this story's been really cool. Tim Seeley's doing. I've been liking it. It's a cool like manga approach to a Godzilla comic.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on those. But the Starship one starts this week.
Yeah, Godzilla Starship. Yeah. More Godzilla, dude. Redcoat 14. It was a filler issue, but it was really good, I think. Is during the fire in the White House, and he's helping Mrs. Madison, James Madison's wife, save the painting of Washington when General Cockburn is attacking and setting the fire to the White House. So, but then we see at the end of the issue, George Washington comes back, like lightning bolts to the ground, and says like, "Oh shit, here we go again. I'm gonna have to teach this guy a lesson," kind of thing. Washington's back. Yeah, pretty solid. I want more. These one-shot stories are fine, but now I want to know why Washington's back.
Yeah.
Street Sharks number 1, Stephanie Williams and Ariel Meldel. It was a good issue. I won't keep reading it. It's the same style of like the Street Sharks have villains that are all aquatic themed. They're getting souped up by this crazy evil villain, and they defeat him. But now the city's kind of mad because they destroyed half the city defeating the villain. So.
I didn't read it, but I felt like... Was that an Oni Press book?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I feel like Oni has misunderstood the assignment when it comes to these old IPs.
Yeah, you gotta, like, beef it up. I need grizzled Street Sharks.
I need modernization of the... Like, don't just give me what you gave me back in the 90s.
Right.
It didn't work within the Cellverse. I feel like you're saying it's not working here. So
Yeah. Agreed. No, I agreed. New History of the DCU, number 3. It gives an overview up until after Final Crisis, so it's a lot of good multiverse stuff. And I think the next issue we should get up to current day, because I think we're going to start around where New 52 is.
I think it's only a 4-issue series. So
yeah, okay. So then, yeah, I think we're going to get to like around New 52 and then go from there in the next issue. It's really good stuff. It's very heavy on the comic stuff, on the comic history, but it's really good. It's definitely worth like a reread when it all comes out. I didn't get to World's Finest. I didn't get to Godzilla Here There Be Aliens. New Gods number 10. Justice League and the New Gods realize the new Godchild was taken, so they go to find him, and they have to fight with Granny Goodness and her other like villains that she has. The other team, half of the team, finds the black hole that Maxwell Lord is like trying to get to because he thinks it's like a gateway somewhere. And then the other aliens that had destroyed the New Gods world, New Genesis, show up to Earth for a big battle. So a lot of shit's happening in this issue. It's really good. Battle Beast number 5. We see, hell yeah, we get the origin of his little prince companion, which was kind of depressing.
I thought it was funny, actually.
Yeah, it was funny and depressing. It was very like
such a little shit.
Yeah, he was just an asshole. He was just an entitled prince, and then we finally get to meet up with Juggernaut for Battle Beast to fight her. I'm guessing it's a 6-issue series or something, so this will be the end of the first arc.
I think it's an ongoing.
Is it? Yeah. So I guess this will be the like I can see this being the end of like Volume 1.
Oh yeah. Issue 6 is going to be the end of Volume 1, where they have the big fight.
Yep. But it's good. If you like Invincible, you should be reading this book. Immortal Legend Batman number 2?
That came out this week, so I
don't know. Sorry. Yeah. Bruce sneaks into Bane's operation. He has like this smuggling operation and like trafficking, and gets the help of the guys that he's employed to like take him down. And then Robin and Nightwing are kind of like, okay, we need to go find Batman. So that's kind of this issue. I'd like to not a whole lot of more world building. JLU 11. They get the parademons off the ship. They fix Time Trapper just in time for Superman and Booster Gold to show back up. I think the more interesting half of this, because this book kind of starts at where Superman number 30 ends, but the other half is the other Justice Leaguers find this. There's something in the core that's like the core of the Earth that's dark and like trying to get them to fight. So I'm guessing Justice League KO will ensue. It's like angering them. Then Superman 30 is Superman Prime. Superboy Prime does the double cross and starts fighting the Omega Legion. He gets Superman and Booster Gold back to the Watchtower, and bam, that's where we are in Justice League Unlimited 11. So yeah, the next week we're getting this one shot, and then DC KO after that, I think. So
yeah. So my comic shop, he's making copies of the bracket.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're gonna do like a March Madness.
Hell yes. That's amazing. That's so awesome.
Yeah, me and him were talking about it, and I was like, yeah.
That's a great idea. But that's all I've gotten to so far. So just a few comics.
Yeah, so I got the Hero Trade Project Chimera, number 2. So this is a 2-issue series that a Bad Company did. Or Bad Idea did.
Bad Company, Bad Idea.
Yeah. So this volume of Hero Project it's the Wonder Twins. So they've got these 2 Wonder Twins, and they're controlled by the government, and they're sent on these missions, and they're like told that there's space lasers. Like if they go outside, there's gonna be space lasers that'll kill them, and all this other random stuff. And in the end, the 2 people who are trying to control them for the government basically cave and want to rescue them, but it all goes horribly, horribly wrong. And then we find out, Mike, that the twins are actually triplets.
Shit.
And so while the other 2 have the same ideas as the Wonder Twins, the third one, his power is that when he touches the sister, he can implant an idea in someone's head and like basically make them go through with whatever they want through the idea. And they make it out like we're going to see him again because he gets a piece of his sister. His sister has her finger cut off in the issue, and they use that to activate him, and it just goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh. Wonderful.
It was cool 2 issues. I'd recommend picking up the trade of the original hero trade first, so you understand kind of what the book is. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoyed it. Marvel Zombies Red Band.
Nice.
Like, this felt more like classic Marvel Zombies, where they're superheroes that could talk when like the other zombies can't talk as much. But this one starts the timeline with the Fantastic Four. So when they get the cosmic rays also turn them into zombies, and they try to take over New York City.
That's a really cool concept.
And what's really cool is when the Avengers get together to fight them. Mm-hmm. Sue Storm, and also this goes on like original Avengers stuff. Like,
cool.
So even Thor in this, he transforms into his human form at one point.
Oh shit!
And he shoots off the hammer. Sue Storm catches it in one of her force fields, and then forces the human Donald Blake into another force field and just crushes him.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's bloody, it's gory, it's awesome. I think this is the best Marvel Zombies has been in a while. Wow. I highly recommend it.
That's awesome.
Just a real. I hate Fairyland number 44. I love this book.
Yeah,
but they did the. Yeah, and he's like the character throughout it. So they're doing.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of poking fun at that whole comic series because he's from a mushroom town.
That's amazing.
That's like feudal Japan.
Yeah.
Really funny, but typical. I hate Fairyland stuff.
I did see that come out, and I was like, "Wait, is there a crossover with Yohimbo? What's going on?"
Well, the last issue is really good. They did a Hellboy thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and they got Magnolia to do a cover, which was
that's cool.
New Avengers number 4. They end up defeating the Submariner, who turns into basically a giant starfish. This is the like cloned Illuminati Submariner.
Yeah,
and it's really funny because how they get him is Carnage gets eaten by him and then takes over his body, and like as he's weakened, the regular Submariner is able to rip his heart out. It's pretty great. And then I've got One World Under Doom number 7. So I was holding some pages here because I need to show you something.
Yeah, let's see this shit.
Okay, so here's a cover, everybody. Yeah. So this is the heroes have decided they're making a stand, and not just the heroes, but also the villains, Mike. Because they can see my boys in the background here.
I see him. You can't miss his giant fucking head.
And it's just big knockout brawl between all the heroes and Doom. That's Doom awesome. Brings out the Doctor Doom dinosaur, and just goes all at it. Squirrel Girl joins the fray.
Hell yeah.
So just a lot of good stuff. And then the final battle is between Doom and Reed Richards.
Okay.
Where Reed Richards declares himself not Sorcerer Supreme, Mike. Scientist Supreme.
Oh, hell yeah, he does. I need to catch up on this shit.
And let's just say it doesn't end well for Reed.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
I think this event's been a blast. It's just straight crazy moments in action.
Yeah, the first few issues I read were really good. I just need to finish it.
That's all I have for this week. So,
nice, man.
Mike, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Fortress Ricker on X/Twitter. Where can they find you and or the show?
You can find me on Substack, which is chriscomicscorner.substack.com. Also on social media at Fortress Chris. You can find the show at fortresscomicnews.com or on social media at FortressPod. And if you want a sports show, 5-star reviews across the board on any podcatcher. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below on our YouTube channel. And head over to patreon.com/fortresscomics for more. Thank you all so much for watching or listening here this week. And we'll see y'all here in about 2 days.